Hey there, everyone. Today is another Biz Tip Tuesday, and the question on the table is how and when to say thank you. Now, that will be thank yous for both your customers, your clients, your prospects, anybody who has already done business with you. That's today's Biz Tip. Let's get busy. Hey everyone, this is Dr. Yam, your Keep It Simple coach. And again, we are back for another Biz Tip Tuesday. And each time we meet on Biz Tip Tuesday, I am covering one. Don't you get away from me like that. We're covering one of the 6 elements inside of my ecosystem of content marketing, whether it's your website, your email, your creative messaging or visuals, as I like to call them, your podcast, your blogging, and your social media. All of these are key elements for you to get your content marketing processes in order. And I like to add value to you and how is it that you can take the skills and the resources you already have and also how you can build on them with a little help from me with a little biz tip and tips and tricks when it comes to content marketing. So let's get busy with today's challenge. So today I'm really thinking about how do you say thank you? How is it that when people have gotten to that level of trust, remember they got to know, they got to like you, and then they got to trust you enough to hand over either an email or better yet, some moolah. So how can we take that advantage into account? And we want to be able to then also gratitude. You must have a sense of grace when it comes to people saying, you know what? I think I like that person and I'm going to give them some money. So you want to be able to say thank you in as different ways as possible. So that's what I wanted to share with you all today. How can you make that happen? Now, I'm going to give you a couple of things for today. Particularly, this is all about the post-purchase or opt-in process and how is it that you can do it, whether it's for a product, whether it's for a subscription, or even if it's for a delivered service that you may, or a person who's subscribed to a particular service, either way, right? So you'll have that. Let me just double check something on my volume. Okay, just wanted to double check. All right. With that being said, there's places also where the how is how you can get it done, and then why and where you're going to put this particular piece of content that you'll be able to utilize on a couple different places. So that's what we want to talk about today. And also maybe even a tool or two that will help you to get that process done a little quicker and more efficiently. So let's talk about the how and the why. Maybe let's start with the why first. Oops, we'll talk with the why. Why would you want to send a thank you to a particular customer? Well, first thing is you want to always keep in mind that people want to get acknowledged, right, for having invested in you, no matter what it is, even if it's a freebie investment. And I think a lot of times we often forget that free is just as important of an investment on from that individual as if they had paid you hundreds of dollars. And so you want to treat every engagement with the same level of quality and empathy for that matter, and also gratitude. And the people who don't invest in financially, when they invest in it from either some type of sweat equity or just even a level of interest, you want to acknowledge that in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Now, most often we'll send a simple email saying, thanks for your purchase. And yeah, that's nice and all, but you can get a deeper sense of building that relationship with customers when you can do some type of face-to-face. Now, we can't always be face-to-face because we're not at the front store at a retail store saying thank you for your business. And so a video is a next best thing, I'll call it. So that's kind of the why behind it. You want to show a sense of gratitude. Now, that being said, you have opportunities when you can actually personalize that sense of gratitude. Now, again, it's video, it's going to be recorded. This isn't live. So you want to kind of think around, how can I place the sense of gratitude to people in this personalized and a way as possible. And video can allow you to do that. Now, just as an aside, if you haven't already been working alongside my buddy, Mr. Lou, let me just go ahead and put that in here. The Video a Day Challenge in May is still taking place. And so it's not too late for you to take advantage of that. So please head on over to Video a Day in May Challenge. You can still sign up, even if we're going into week number 3. Lou's been having fun as he's traveling inside of Italy, and we get to travel alongside him as we are creating content using the different video prompts. So please take advantage of the opportunity if you haven't already done so. It's never too late to learn, and a $27 investment certainly is well worth it. So head on over to Video a Day in May Challenge. I'm also going to, hold on, take this off, and I'm going to copy and paste this into the chat just so that you can take a look at that and you can address it there. Okay, so that's one thing. So I want to make sure I got that in. All right, so let's talk about, that's the why. Now we'll talk about the how. So there's 2 different things that I want to share with you today on the how. There's one particular tool that I like to use in incorporating and producing that video content. And then the other one is just any type of tool that you currently have that you can save. But this one in particular, I want to share with you. And this one is called SendSpark. I'm going to put the link up here for you guys. There you go. So SendSpark, you can go here to shortcut the link. Oh, let me go ahead and copy paste it in as well. Sorry. Should have saved and pop it back in there. There you go. And I'll pop it here into the link. So SendSpark is a tool. There we go. So SendSpark is a tool. Wrong one. Sorry. There we go. So SendSpark is a tool that you can use to incorporate video inside of your email and even inside of your newsletters for that matter. So when we think about email, it could be part of your response auto form when somebody's placing an order and you put them inside of an email sequencing, that you can embed video inside of that. It could be for just an immediate thank you email that you're going to send. It could also just be inside of your newsletter. There are different opportunities that you're able to do that. The nice thing that I like about what SendSpark offers is that ability for you to connect with your customers via video. So you can drive more engagement, you can build those human relationships, and you can increase your email conversions as well. That's one of the great things about it. Now, in addition to that, in the platform is that it's really easy for you to record. You're able to record with your cam, you can record your screen, or you could do even a combination of both. So it's even very similar to what we use in Loom. So you're able to use your Chrome extension as well. You can also personalize it and put your branding on it. And then you can also share that email or in that message. And you can get, like I said, they have a Chrome extension that's available. And then again, you're able to do those connections in that engagement with your customers. And you can have that kind of what we call asynchronous video that's going to help you to make those stay connected with them anytime and anywhere. So you have maybe it's an event triggering type of an email. And in that particular case, maybe it's like somebody who's going to be onboarding as a new user on your platform. You're going to be able to nurture those leads. You're going to be able to personalize those sale cadences that we like to call them. And then if you're like me, I love to use my newsletter, my weekly newsletter. And then you can it's for when you're launching a new product. Maybe it's for sharing a company update. Maybe it's for just making personal fundraising appeals if you're a not-for-profit. There's different ways that you can incorporate it inside of your newsletter. And then if you want, you can also just simply do direct messages. This is an opportunity for you to just simply introduce who you are and get them to let you know you a little bit better personally. This also for follow-ups. You can also just do some type of a check-in like, hey, how's it going? You can also just be more authentic, and it can show that you're caring at the same time. And again, it can increase up to 200% in some cases of engagement. You may have, in some results, if have even had it where they have even increased their open rate by as much as 90%. That's a lot. And then that opening of your rates also can increase your revenue. And that's what we're, in many cases, what you're striving for. Because at the end of the day, your customers deserve it, right? You want to be able to go above and beyond the connection that you have with the people online. And their way, you can even stand out in their inboxes. They're going to be expecting more of you when you start to add video content to it. And that's why it's not going to be that same old humdrum type of an email. So you want to be able to even stand out by doing so. But showing is better than just telling. So you can make your product look even better when you can let them see it in action. Maybe if you're demonstrating a product, you can use your video content for that as well. But you're building that human relationship at the same time. You're capturing your passion, your warmth, and other kind of what we call nonverbal cues with video, that you can't do it with just simple writing. And you're not just selling a product all the time, you're building a relationship, and that's what's most important. So the future of business is personal, but you want to be able to do that with video content. So SendSpark allows you to do just that. Now, it's hard. I cannot demo it for you because of the fact that I'm doing live streaming at the moment. But you can certainly visit their website, which is what you have the link for here, and you're going to be able to get some of the more of the detailing. Now, ask me about price. I know. So here's the thing. There's a real basic one. You can get it. You can sign up for free. Right? That's the nice thing. So there's a freebie version. It allows you to get a set number of videos for free. It's going to have the SendSpark branding on it. So if that doesn't matter to you, no problem. There aren't any downloads with it, however, but you can just instantly start creating some video content and getting it out there. And then as you progress, you can certainly get better deals at the same time. They're always offering specials. And let me tell you about their support. Their support is awesome. They're very responsive. They give things right back. And another great thing is they have great information that they're sharing at the same time. So I want you to kind of keep those things in mind when it comes to using video content, that this is a particular tool that I happen to find very helpful. Here's the other thing about it is that you're able to do some personalization that you can't necessarily do with just flat content. So you want to be able to kind of keep that in mind.
This is a reminder.
Oh,
Drink a cup of
sorry
water.
for my thing. So SendSpark is one way of you being able to do video content. Now, there's that piece. Another tool, you could simply use any of your video content that you have versus it's Loom, just using your own phone for that matter, your Zoom content, because again, remember, we're just talking about creating video. It's more about what you're saying and not necessarily what tool you're necessarily using. I just happen to share with you the Content Sparks tool because it just happens to be a very useful tool that I find that I think you too could take advantage of. Now, that being said, let's talk about the when. When is it a good time to send that thank you out? Well, turn this off. There we go. The when tool process is, there's three, I like to call it. So one is going to be at the time of purchase. Another time is going to be, maybe it's at the time when the person subscribes. So if you have some type of a subscription that people are going to opt into, that's an ideal time to do it. And then the other one is if they've purchased a service from you as well, right? So those are all kind of point of sales thank yous that you want to be able to offer. Now, you can embed those emails inside of your, those videos, inside of your email sequencing itself, or you can actually put it inside of your sales funnel on the thank you page. So I'm going to give you a quick behind the scenes type of a deal. Let me see if this is going to allow me to do it. And remember, I'm in the process of doing a build right now for a client. So let me do this for you. I'm going to hit my save share screen button. Let's see here. And there we go. All right. So on the back end inside of Content Latte, which is the platform that I happen to use for my some of my clients, as well as we have a whole built-in funnel component inside of there. So I'll make sure, let me just do here, contentlatte.co. And there you have a place where you can build funnels as well. There you go. So you got that. I'm going to press it in there. All right. So here's the deal with building out a funnel. In particular, what I want you to focus in on, if you can, I'm going to just do this so you can see a bit more of my screen. There we go. For a quick second, I want you to notice that here inside of this build itself, give me a second. There we go. All right. So here inside of the build, you're going to notice that there are several different layers, right? There's all when we're building out a funnel. So we have your landing page and your offer, and then there's an opportunity for that person to do a checkout, and then there's a thank you page. So when you're building out, and this is on the back end, so I'm just going to share it to you from that perspective. But here on the back end, when you have a thank you page, this is a beautiful opportunity for you to place a video. And so let me see if this is going to pop up on my screen. Come on, baby. There we go. So here you can say, thanks for buying, right? And then there's an opportunity here where you'll be able to place your video content right here. It's a part of your build. And then you'll be able to do your particular messaging. So I always want you to kind of keep that in mind. There's an added value in not just saying thanks and that's it and go on to the page, but add a little bit more oomph in that connection in putting a video on your actual thank you page. And then it will look something like this. Let me see if it's going to render well. Here we go. All right. So they bought the bootcamp kit. I'm already telling them, check out your email. I might even have a video inside of there. But at the same time, they have an opportunity here to watch a video saying more about the product that they just purchased, just to give you a helpful thank you. You have all of that you have an opportunity in this free real estate that you have. So why not take advantage of it? And I think that's the cool thing about using your tools, is optimizing it whenever possible, is take advantage of all the real estate that you have when you have it. Because let's face it, you only have one time to make a good impression. So why not add as much video content as you possibly can when you can? Make sense? All right. So again, this is just a quick example of what that could look like for you. All right. We'll be talking more about builds and sales funnels on a later video, but I did want to keep that for you right there. All righty. So let me hit the take us on back. There we go. All right. So that's one way that you're able to use your content. I'm going to turn that off. There we go. Now, those are places that you're able in your where, right? Now let's talk a little bit about the content itself. When we're thinking about your thank you video, how can you shape messaging so that the video content itself is going to be helpful for somebody? So I'm going to give you a little short script, if you would, on some video content from a thank you that you may want to consider. Okay, so I got my little scripts here. So the first one, here we go. So here's a short script that you may want to think about utilizing for your video content. So you'll be able to hear this often enough, and you'll be inside of the script itself. So just kind of listen alongside. But this is something that I kind of I got a resource for. So here's a video thank you. So I'm going to put in like little blanks. So this is like what you can do for your name. So, hey, Bob, my name is Dr. Yam, and I am the Keep It Simple coach of Content Latte. And I am wanting to thank you personally for making your first purchase with us. We hope, or I hope, you're going to enjoy that you enjoyed that shopping experience on the website. So again, you have to put into context where and how this person made their purchase. Okay, keeping it up. Now, You can check out your order details inside of the email that we just sent you. Your expected delivery time is going to be, at least, 4 to 5 days via UPS mail. Okay. But you'll be notified if anything changes. Now, so again, if you're doing a physical ship, which in this case was a particular purchase, was a physical purchase, right? Then you want to be able to do that. But also feel free to contact us if you have any questions that you might have, either on our social media site or via email or any of the other channels that you prefer. You can even just simply reply to this email if you like. Also, if you like our products, please don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter and get all the other juicy details that we're offering before anyone else does. Thanks, bye. And then you shut her down. So that is one example of a script that you can utilize. Now, one of the things that I was taught is you want to make sure that you're always using your hand gestures, because you are talking to somebody as if they were there. So kind of keep that in mind. Plus, when you're starting a video or you're ending a video, always wave your hand. It's also just a nice little indication that, hey, I see you. And it's just something that people are accustomed to seeing. So just a good way for you to keep that personal kind of connection with people is doing a quick wave when you start and when you say goodbye. Now, that's one script. Here may be a different script that you may want to consider. Let me make sure I say this. From maybe this is similar to the product one, but your thank you script is intended for the businesses that have a subscription model. So like in case of Content Latte, that's a subscription model. Social Balance platform is a subscription model. People are paying a monthly fee to do that, or maybe it's a membership, right? Those are monthly fees. So again, hey, Bob, thank you for subscribing to Content Latte. My name is Dr. Yam, and I am the founder and CEO of Content Latte, and wanted to take a time to say thank you personally and giving you a few pointers to get started in using our product. So again, because this is a subscription, people are going to be utilizing this, which you want to make sure of. As much as people make a purchase, you will be surprised. People buy stuff and then they don't even use it. And then the problem with that is, it's passive income for you because they're not paying attention. But do you really want stagnant users on your site? You really don't. You want to have people actually using your content. Okay, I digress. Let me finish the script. So going on with the script. So before you get started, read you can say FAQs, watch our tutorials, watch our demo, etc. And then it covers all the basics that you're going to be able to need to get you through your first steps. After that, then you can always, again, check our FAQs, send us, watch our channels, visit our blogs, get our monthly or weekly newsletters to learn more about the advanced stuff. Because again, if it's a software, like in my case, these are software platforms, we want them to at least get really acclimated to the software itself and then keep moving. I'm sure you're going to find most of the information that you need right there. If not, again, feel free to hit us up in our platform or via email as well. And our customer support team will be able to answer your questions very quickly. So we do have on our platforms, we use Crisp, and that is our help desk application. Again, thanks for the subscription. I'll enjoy being able to partner with you in your business building endeavors. Bye. And then you're able to save that and put that on, again, your landing page or inside of the email, whatever one makes you happy. All right. And then if it's something for support, there's a different opportunity for that. So you can see how there's just different opportunities for you to take advantage of your real estate that you already have in front of them. Get them accustomed to, for them to see you as much as possible, and or your team as much as possible, because they're more inclined to watch that video content than just simply to read. Now, there's also the value of even audio for that matter, and you can even take advantage of that. But since we're talking about video today, I figured I'd do that just so you have that. We'll talk about audio on another day. So those, my friends, are some of the opportunities that you have, and how is it that you can say thank you, and when is the best time to do so. Those are your biz tips. This is Dr. Yam, your Keep It Simple coach. You can visit me over at keepitsimplecoach.info. Also inside of our content creation tips and more Facebook group, which is just typing in smallbizsociety.com, which again, you can see here. And this is another Biz Tip Tuesday. And until we see again, let's get busy. Bye-bye.